Hey, what's going on, guys? Arekkz here, and today I think it'll be fun to chat about E3. E3 is around the corner. It is, at the time of recording this, just over a month away, and as gamers, E3 is like Christmas, right? It is an incredibly exciting time. I look forward to it every single year, and today I'm joined by Taylor. How you doing, buddy? Or Ralit, as I like to say.
Yeah, I'm really good. Really good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Obviously, you know, we're getting close to E3. There's a lot of games to look forward to. I'll admit, E3 is going to be a bit of a different one this year with Sony not actually making an appearance. So, not entirely sure how E3 as a whole is going to feel with like one of the big first parties missing. But anyway, regardless, we're not
strange.
Yeah, exactly, right? But either way, there's going to be lots of cool games. So what we thought we'd do today is talk about 10 of our most anticipated games that we're super looking forward to seeing at E3. We will be over there this year, so we'll be bringing you guys plenty of content. So of course, if you're hyped, which you obviously are, then stick around. But anyway, for the time being, of course, if you guys do enjoy this, like we super appreciated, let us know in the comments down below what games you're most looking forward to. And if you haven't entered our giveaway for a chance to win the Content Creator Pack from the guys over at Nerd or Die, then you know what to do. Link is in the description box down below. All right, so I might as well throw it to you, Taylor. You can kick it off because you've been super looking forward to this game. It is, of course, Cyberpunk 2077.
So, like, this, ever since I saw this game, like, a year or so back now, it's just been on my radar. Any tiny bits of news, I've just been, like, sort of, like, scooping up, like, taking this. It looks really good, like, massive open world, loot, anything like that is going to be my cup of tea. And the fact it's set in, like, this futuristic, but, like, not too futuristic where it gets a bit weird. I really like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm going to be super interested to see as well at this year's E3 that, like, because honestly, I've been saying ever since I first announced it, because I had a chance to watch the demonstration at the previous E3, I will be very surprised if it makes this generation. I have this feeling, given that we have heard that you know next generation console is going to be announced potentially this year, or and then potentially released in 2020. I wouldn't be at all surprised if Cyberpunk actually ends up becoming like a next gen launch title, but either way, I definitely want to see more, because it looks incredible. Like the living, breathing city and world is something that I, for one, cannot wait to explore. And, the whole kind of cyberpunk setting is just always really cool. I always get those kind of Akira vibes from it. So, yeah.
I'm definitely with you on the next generation thing. I think this one would be a push, but I think it'd definitely be like one of the sort of welcoming titles to the next generation.
Exactly. But moving on from there, got a lot of games to get through. So number 2, you guys know me. I'm a massive Nintendo fan. There's going to be some Nintendo games in here, and we can't not talk about Pokemon, right? Every single year at E3, Nintendo always makes a big song and dance about their booth. They had, like, when it was Breath of the Wild, they had a massive theme booth. They had the Mario Odyssey booth. Last year, they had the Smash booth. This year, I feel like it's going to be a half and half booth. We'll speak about one of the other games in a minute, but Pokemon, I'm so incredibly excited for this. Obviously, I've been playing Pokemon since the very beginning, and Let's Go was cool, but I am just super excited for a genuinely new generation, a new adventure. Visually, it looks incredible from the trailer, and I mean, having it built from the Switch from the ground up, I mean, what more do I need to say, right? And I'm just hoping that when I walk into that hall in E3, it's going to be like a Pokemon-themed booth with, like, I'm just going to live there. Like, if you need to find me at E3, you're going to find me at the Pokemon booth, all right?
It does look really, really good, and the whole. They've kind of gone for a different graphic style.
Yeah.
It feels like more close and personal. I don't know if that makes sense, but
no, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks super cool. And like you said, Pokemon Let's Go was like good, but the fact that this is Pokemon, right?
Yeah, this is the Pokemon that people want, right? This is
Yeah.
like this is the one. So yeah, it's gonna be good. But moving on from there, number 3, you haven't actually heard a great deal about this one, but you had a chance to see this on the show, or not on the show, in the conference last year when you were there with Ubisoft, and that is Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I'll be honest, I never played number 1, and I know a lot of people that are excited for number 2 are big fans of number 1. But this game caught my eye. Like, it was visually stunning. Again, a huge open world third-person like perspective game. Like I said, these are always my cups of tea, and this one just looks incredible. I have sort of looked back a little bit at Beyond Good and Evil and sort of like understood the characters, their stories. So the fact that they're sort of leaning on from it, it looks really, really cool.
Yeah, yeah. The character's definitely like incredibly cool. I'm in a very similar boat. I never actually played the first one. It caught my eye because back in the day, I'm pretty sure it was on GameCube as well as another platform, because back in the day I was just on Nintendo platforms. I remember seeing it because obviously there was the lady with the camera, but I didn't get a chance to pick it up at the time. Obviously, back in the day when you're a kid and you don't have all the money, you can't buy all the games. But yeah, this one looks really cool. I remember the scene, from the official trailer. The characters have got a lot of personality, so I can't wait to sort of see how this how it actually plays out. But yeah, moving on from there, of course, you guys know I was going to sneak it in here somewhere. I have to talk about Zelda, right? I know it's not technically a new game, but I'm still incredibly excited for Link's Awakening, the remaster, because I don't really care what it is. If it's a Zelda game, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be hyped. And honestly, Link's Awakening is one of my favorite Zelda games. I loved it. I played it through so many times. I think it's one of those there's a few Zelda games that I just play through religiously. There's a few of them I can just complete and they're done and I move on. This is one of the games that I play through time and time again, and I cannot wait to play the remaster. It looks really nice. I know there's been a kind of topic of discussion about the visual style. Some people not liking how it looks kind of like a sort of toy playground, but I actually really like it. And invariably in the past, if you look at the way that, Zelda visual styles have been received, anytime something kind of initially people aren't sure of it, aka Wind Waker, ends up being one that people love. So yeah, this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, one I'm definitely looking forward to. I will say, though, this is one of the Zelda games I haven't played. One I would love to see a remaster of, though, is Minish Cap. So if anyone's watching this, sort me out.
Minish Cap. If they drop a cheeky surprise, and hey, you don't even need to remaster it. You can just put the retro...
Yeah.
The retro virtual console, just throw it on there. That would be good.
That would honestly, that would make my life, I think. I love that game.
But the next one, this is definitely all on you, right? This is not really my bag, but you were pretty hyped for this. So talk to us about Session.
So Session is a skate game. There was a series of skate games on Xbox, well, actually Xbox and PlayStation, Skate 1, 2, and 3, and they never made a number 4. And honestly, I spent way too much of my teen years playing skate games, mainly because I could never actually skate in real life. So I thought, this is the next best thing. And Session kind of looks like that game that's sort of carrying the throne of skate games. So yeah, I was super hyped for this. Unfortunately, since E3 last year, we've not really heard too much about it. So I'm hoping this year maybe we get a bit more information, maybe even a release date. But yeah, super stoked for this. I love skate games, so give me this one. Fill that void I have.
I remember seeing the trailer for it. I feel like last year was the year of being debated in trailers, because there was in the Xbox conference they showed like a Gears trailer, but before it was the actual Gears trailer, it turned out to be like a pop figure card trading game or whatever it was, and we were like, this is not the Gears I was looking for. Then they did like the Command and Conquer thing at E3, and then it turned to be a mobile game. It was like, this is not the Command and Conquer I wanted. And they showed this, we're like, is this Skate? And they're like, nope, lol, it's Session, but
I know.
Still.
I remember seeing that. I was like, Skate 4? And then they're like, Session. I was like, I can deal with this.
It still looks cool, right? Yeah, so definitely, yeah. I mean, be cool to check it out. I mean, I think the only skate game I ever played was Tony Hawk's on the N64. Was it the N64? Yeah, I think that was the one. But anyway, moving on from there, number 6, it goes without saying, I'm super hyped for Borderlands 3. Having just played a load of the game at the gameplay reveal, I want more of it. And from some of the interviews from some of the developers from the gameplay reveal, they said they will be speaking more about Endgame at E3. Now, obviously, having played it, it is at the point where I'm just like, I just want the game to be out, but September 13th is a while away, so I'm very excited to see what more they have to say. We got a kind of tiny glimpse, well, I say a tiny glimpse, you could go to the menu where it kind of talks about Guardian rank and Endgame and stuff, but it says it doesn't unlock until you complete the game, so Endgame is still a mystery in Borderlands 3, and I want to know what I can do once I complete the Golden Line, what I can do that will keep me coming back, keep me playing the game, because it's fantastic, and I want to play more of it.
That's what everyone wants when, it's a loot and shooter game, right? They want to know what they can do at the end, what they want to know that will like keep bringing them back. So yeah, Borderlands 3 endgame content. That's going to be sick. It's going to be interesting because they're not like held back by where it's based, Some games, like Division 2, for example, you can't go like all futuristic and mad because of how it's set. Borderlands 3, you could get away with absolutely anything, so it'll be interesting.
The fact that we did a quest to get back someone's coffee just goes to show that they'll do anything. But yeah, that's gonna be a good one. But the next one, moving on from there, is honestly, in truth, it's one that I don't know whether we'll actually see it at E3, because even when they first revealed it, it seemed like it was pretty far off. But that is, of course, Halo Infinite, and this is Really exciting because it just sounds quite different. It sounds like, from some of the rumours, okay, do kind of bear in mind that everything we've heard about the game up until this point has all been rumours. And I'll actually link a video down below that Vestmore did on what we know so far on Halo Infinite. But if any of those rumours are to be believed, it does sound like it'd be kind of incredibly exciting. But I also feel like this will be another one of those games that may well straddle the line of generations. I feel like this could also be like the next Xbox launch game. If you launch with a Halo game, that's an incredibly strong launch proposition. So whether we see it or not, I don't know, but I would definitely like to see it.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be too far away from it. We already sort of have an idea of what's coming for next generation consoles. So, like you said, it would make sense to launch Halo next generation, that big exclusive. It would be silly not to, so.
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah, definitely. But, of course, moving on from there, this next one is kind of a cheat. We're going to kind of like sneak a few potential mentions into here because there's a rumor going around that this kind of supposed to be like an unannounced title. Like, there've been rumors going around for like Ubisoft having something else to show at E3. They, of course, have a press conference this year. We can expect to see stuff from like Division and whatnot. But you know what? There's a game I haven't seen for a very long time, and that is Splinter Cell. Like, when was the last Splinter Cell? I honestly can't even remember. But I am a huge fan of stealth games. If you guys have been with the channel for a while, you know that I like playing Hitman. I've like playing like other stealth games. Like anytime a game gives me the opportunity to stealth, like it's kind of my jam. And Splinter Cell is something that I would like to see, but at the same time, within that kind of unannounced bracket, there's been rumors floating around that there could be a potential new Watch Dogs, or there could even be a potential new Ghost Recon. Any of those, to be honest, would be kind of cool, right?
Yeah, 100%. I never actually played Splinter Cell, so I'm going to leave you to like fanboy over that title.
Fair.
But Watch Dogs was number 2 was so good. It was really well received as well. So hopefully that's a Watch Dogs 3. I think like the last one came out in like 2016. So we're due
it's
a
been
Watch
quite
Dogs.
a while, right? Yeah, exactly, right. And I mean, to your point, because I played Watch Dogs 1 and 2, one was flawed. I kind of still enjoyed it, but it definitely wasn't the perfect game. But when Watch Dogs 2 came back and they learned from it, like Ubisoft are great at doing that, right? When sometimes if ever they kind of kick out a new IP and it doesn't quite click, and then they kind of get a chance to work on it again, they normally smash it out of the park. And like Watch Dogs 2, as you said, was like super well received. So a chance to kind of dive in and play that again, and kind of wherever they could go. Like I liked a lot of the style of Watch Dogs 2, which would be really cool. But even like a Ghost Recon. I mean, I feel like it's been quite a while. Actually, no, that's been sooner. That has been slightly sooner, so maybe
it's actually been a fair bit longer than you thought. It was, I think it was a year after Division 1, because I remember thinking, Division 1 was getting on a bit. Time to pick up Ghost Recon, so.
True. Yeah, I remember that. I went to a press event and there were real chickens in the press event because it was kind of and then I had to go down into like a basement and do like a real life sneaking thing. Anyway, neither here nor there. That's completely irrelevant to the topic. But the point is, any of those could be really cool. But yeah, there have been a lot of rumors flying around, as there always are. Anytime it gets to like pre-E3, there's always a lot of rumors kicking around. But if it's any of those 3 games, I would definitely be happy. But I think Splinter Cell is the one that I most want to see because it's just been so long. Like,
yeah, fair.
Bring Sam Fisher back, man. Bring Sam Fisher back. But moving on from there, right? This one again, it's kind of my chance to fanboy about more Nintendo stuff. But Astral Chain, right? I spoke about this before. Again, I'll link this video down below because I spoke about everything we know about Astral Chain. It's the next game from Platinum. Although having said that, Platinum are actually working on another game as well that they haven't announced. So maybe they'll announce that at E3. But Astral Chain is this incredibly awesome, stylish-looking action game. You have this buddy that you can fight with. Apparently as well on the website, we didn't actually realize this before, but it does actually list it as being potentially 2 players. So there could even be like a co-op aspect to it. But visually, it looks incredible. Stylistically, like combat is just over the top as you'd expect from Platinum. It looks really, really cool. I feel like the trailer just does it justice. So this should hopefully, because it's launching this year, be playable at E3. So yeah.
You're hoping to get that hands-on first, aren't you? That's what you're gonna learn all of the tricks to it.
That's what I want, man. That's what I want. But what do we got last? What's our number 10?
Gears of War 5.
Gears of War 5. Oh, yes. So this one, right? This one, it's funny. I got into Gears of War slightly later. I came into Gears of War 2. It was actually TwoSixNine that got me into Gears of War. Back when we went to university together, he got me to get an Xbox. He was like, yo, buy this game. I played it with him. And then I have played co-op Gears of War with 2six every single game since. So I feel like it's weird. It kind of just came out of the blue. Like I'll openly admit, like I'm not like a die-hard Gears of War fan, but I have played almost all of them. But I was randomly kind of just sitting down the other day, and I was like, you know what? I really miss playing Gears of War, and I think it's just kind of that nostalgic memory of sort of like playing through a co-op game with 2six. It was like really good fun, and the fact that Gears of War 5 is coming, I feel like that's gonna be a good one to see at E3. That I feel like if they're not gonna let me go hands on with that, I'm gonna kick up a fuss.
Yeah, to be fair, I never really like played it much. I was never a massive fan, but I did play the co-op. I think there was like a horde mode or something similar to that.
Yeah.
I played that a lot with my friends, and even though I wasn't a fan of like the game, like that mode and like the co-op, it definitely brings back like that nostalgia feel to it. So Gears of War 5 is probably something I'm going to pick up and definitely keep an eye on as well.
Yeah, and I've also become fully invested in the story as well. Like, having played all the co-op games from that point, like, even though Judgment was, slightly questionable, like, I've played all of them and I've, like, enjoyed the story, and I'm like, I just need to continue. I need to see what's next. So, yeah, I'm ready for that. But they're kind of our 10 games that we are super looking forward to. Obviously, there's so many more. They're like, we're going to be covering basically everything at E3. However, there were a few cheeky honorable mentions we wanted to sneak in. So, what's the first one, Taylor?
Death Stranding. I was literally just watching the gameplay back for about the 6th or the 7th time. Although we have no idea what's going on, we have no idea like what the story is or where it's even set. It just looks so sick. Like, it looks unique, it looks crazy, and if you're a fan of Walking Dead and you know Norman Reedus, then you're going to enjoy this.
Yeah, that's the thing. But the reason we put it in the honorable mentions is because we don't actually know if it's going to be at E3. Like, Kojima kind of works around his own sort of timeline, and I think at one point he said there might be something to say like around that window, but whether it actually shows up at E3 will of course remain to be seen. It is definitely still a very big mystery. I still think it's like UPS the delivery game, but until we hear otherwise. But yeah, there's going to be that. And obviously following on from there, it's fair to say that the games that we cover, the games that we continue to play, continue to enjoy. I'm keen to see what they have in store for Division 2. Obviously, any kind of future content updates. I really want to see what they're going to talk about with Anthem. I appreciate Anthem might not be everyone's favourite topic of conversation right now, but it is still a game that I still want to see what they do with. They have said they have not given up on it, and I do want to see, given that they did push back the content roadmap, where that's going to go. So I do want to see what they're doing for Anthem. Hopefully they have a chance to talk about that. And also Destiny's future. Now that Bungie have split from Activision, obviously they do still need to finish their timeline of content. They do still need to finish everything they have lined up with kind of the Activision deal, which means they do have one more expansion coming later on this year, which is Penumbra. But after that, they're on their own. Then it's really the case of, if Bungie have kind of gone back and they are running the show themselves, then that's their point to prove what they're going to have to show. Now, whether they end up showing anything this year or whether this year is them kind of sort of seeing out the contract and doing everything else and then it's next year will remain to be seen. But I haven't been playing Destiny 2 too much recently. The most recent expansion didn't kind of pull me back in, but it is a series that I still have been playing since the beginning and I will always follow it. And the second they announce something exciting and new, I'm definitely back. So if they have anything to show at E3, that'd be really cool. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I think for the time being, that is pretty much it. Obviously, we could talk all day about games we're looking forward to, but this video is already long enough. So for the time being, that's it. Remember, let us know in the comments down below what you are super looking forward to. Let us know what you definitely want us to cover when we go to E3 next month. And of course, keep it locked for plenty more gaming videos. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check out some more awesome stuff from us here at Arekkz Gaming, then you should definitely try to catch 269 and Paradise Central streaming 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. They play a wide range of games, and what's more, we also have the Endgame store. By watching their streams, you earn currency, and you can redeem that currency on the Endgame store for really cool prizes. Those can range from things like games, comics, and figures, all the way up to controllers, capture cards, and even consoles. So definitely drop by and become part of the community. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you're subscribed and be sure to click on that little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next upload. You can watch more videos by clicking on the options here, but once again, thanks very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.